You know, all great stories start with an idea from God that's absolutely impossible. And they're birthed from small steps of faith. You know, Grace Church launched exactly the same way. 1988, Pastor Randy got a small idea to move from Fayetteville, man a church, to be sent out to come to the Southern Pines area, not just to plant a church, but to see God fill a city. Now, over the years, honestly, you've seen Grace Church move from place to place. They've met in houses, they've been in storefronts, they've met in hotel conference rooms, and now the place in which you and I know as the Southern Pines campus, that was originally a bar and grill saloon. It's been amazing to see what God has been doing, how He has built His house, because this is the word that God says. He will build His house. Okay, now fast forward 34 years. 34 years in August 2022 is when I was being set in as lead pastor, and we were in a small room on the Southern Pines campus with the elders, Randy, and a man named Clem Ferris. Now, Clem Ferris has been a faithful partner and friend to Grace Church for over 20 years. God's been using him and calling him literally all over the globe to be able to go into churches and leaders and see people being built up by the Word of God. Faithfully, year after year, we have seen God speak His Word through this man. And so now August 22 comes around and Clem is in that meeting and he prays for me and the church. He gave me a word and I've been sitting on it for over a year now. And you might wonder why. The reason why is because it's audacious. I mean, it is outright impossible. And it's been intimidating. So praying through it, I feel like now's the time to share with you, because what was spoken in private now, like God says, need to be shouted on the rooftops.
And truly this will be a Joshua transition. To see what God said to His servant Joshua, that He says, as I was with Moses, so will I be with you. As I was with Randy, I will be with you. I just want to say one other thing. You know, Joshua, when he took the people across the Jordan, there's a Jordan for you to cross. But I really, there was 10 cities. And I'm not careful with numbers and prediction, but in my senses, there's going to be at least 10 cities. I say cities. 10 areas you're going to plant churches. In the next season, the whole church is going to own it, because you're going to just keep casting kingdom vision to the whole house.
10 cities, at least 10 cities and at least 10 church plants. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, I have no idea how God's gonna do this. I don't know when God is gonna do this, but we just need to come together and be faithful to the one thing that God's called us to seek Him. We don't seek a word. We're not going after His plan. We're going after Him. And seeking the presence of God is what we're called to do. Remember, He didn't call us just to plant a church and to be comfortable in the seats. He called us to go fill the city with Jesus. So this year is the year that we begin this impossible journey together to see 10 cities renewed, restored, filled, all for the glory of God.